Hello everyone and welcome back to MYST. Just finished Talos Principle, and Riven, the new Riven, is coming out June 25th. Now the thing is, I won't be here, I'll be at camp. I just realized that. I'll be at camp, and I won't be able to get on it right away. I'd love to, but I'm not going to be able to. I don't know, I might not be at camp. We'll see. I might be able to get one video out, but right now I'll be at camp. So we're gonna go through the new MYST, and yeah, we're gonna just play through it. Okay. So we're we're gonna go the classic route. I would want to say randomized, but we're gonna try and kind of keep it fast and quick.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my MYST book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
What the heck? Hold on. I don't know why. Stop. I don't want outplayed going, because you're going to take up more of my VRAM. Checking VRAM. It looks good. No theme song. No theme song for y'all. No theme song. Just gonna not. Welcome to MYST Island for the 5th time. It's time to stand. As soon as we get here, my watch is like, stand up. Alright, so first place we're gonna go is we're gonna go to mechanical. Then we're going to do Channelwood, then Stoneship, and then lastly Selenitic, however you want to pronounce that. And then obviously do Dunny. I don't believe Rhyme exists yet on the newest version, so we have to wait for that, which is kind of annoying, but yeah. We'll get to that in a second. Yep, menu. I can sit down again. Alright, first things first, we want to go around the island and raise the levers. Oof, 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 oof. Catherine, I've left for you a message of utmost importance in our forward chamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on the island into the imager to receive the message. Retrieve the message. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. It's gonna be a bit laggy. 4. because I think I have it on max quality settings, so it is going to be ever so slightly 5. Laggy. 6. 7. And we have 8 over there. Unless there's one... Okay. No, there's not. Okay, cool. Well, I had to make sure. There are 8 in total, so we're going to head back down to the 4 chamber. And we're not able to do like Real Masterpiece Edition and walk down that. For now, if we do this, it turns off and on this simulation. And a good way to know if you have rhyme or not is if there's a button on the back of this thing. So if there's no button on the back, you got no rhyme. So we want to input 8.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar. But I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. I should have known not to have left my library unchecked for so long. I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in the places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access key, remember the tower rotation, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
Yeah, okay. So now we're gonna head back to the main tower. We're gonna head over here. And this is way better, by the way, rather than just clicking and holding. It's way better. Alright, now we're gonna listen to the brothers.
You must help me. Bring me a red page.
So, wait. I feel like I'm meant to be able to...
Serious? Serious?
Oh, there we go. We'll do the same thing over there.
Seal? He was Achenar. Help me. Bring me pages. Forever and ever. Pages. Have the blue pages. To me.
Alright, now let's try this one again.
You must help me. Bring me a red page. I can't see. Need a red page. You must. Please bring me. Beg of you, bring page. Help me.
Okay. I also have a couple books here. We can read them before we go into an age. Eh? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Yup. Oh, that's it. No, I didn't want to do that. Can I go to photo album and delete it? Okay, well, that wasn't supposed to be there. I thought it was per save. Okay. Well, then. Oh, it is at multi-level. That's cool. Okay, so that points at that. We want to look at this. 240, 221. Which we saw in the photo album, which we weren't supposed to see. So 240 is for the clock itself. 221 is for what we'll have to do afterwards. There we go. Okay. Turn that on. Now I need to get 221. Okay, hold on. Reset. Shoot, nope, that's wrong. Okay, so you want to pull this lever twice. Then you want to hold this lever until you get two in the middle. There we go. Why are you still going? How do I... That thing's gonna go on forever. I'm noticing some bugs. Alright, now we're gonna read the book for Mechanical Age. Which is... this one. Here. Before arriving in this age, I was determined that it would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures, and it was. The sky here is dark and gray and incessantly displays flashes of lightning in the distance. I met a very old man with a long beard and hair that hangs to his waist. He is very feeble and has trouble even moving. This man has obviously been through very many things in this strange world, and I have learned many things from him. He has told me an interesting story of this world's history. Years ago, he told me, there was a beautiful city that rose up out of the water. It housed many people inside its walls, and the people had everything they wished for. The city was surrounded by 3 high hills, which rose higher than the city. On the east hill of the city rested a large lookout post. The people of the city had constructed the post expecting visitors to arrive from the east. The people had no means of traveling on the water, which forced them to merely wait for friend or foe. As time passed, friendly visitors brought rumors of an enemy that existed beyond the horizon. The people grew fearful, yet nothing happened. One day, the usually sunny sky became as dark as night, and black ships appeared on the horizon. The lookout post's attempts at peace were turned away, and the sentries there were easily overwhelmed. The ships continued to wreak havoc on the city, apparently destroying everyone and everything. After the foundations of the city were destroyed, the city sunk deep into the ocean, and only the lookout post remained. The black ship sailed away. The man continued to say that 8 people had hidden and managed to survive through the attack. In the 9 years since the attack, 2 of the survivors had died. He had also said that it was rumored that 10 years from the attack, the enemy would return to finish the destruction they had started so long ago. I have decided, since hearing the man's story, it would be admirable to save this civilization and stop this enemy's plan of destruction. I am excited about the adventure that awaits me, and an idea has sparked in my mind to provide the needed defense for these people. I met the remaining survivors today, and I have begun on a plan for protection. And it's smudged out. After a short absence, I don't know why it's slightly British. It's not meant to be. After a short absence, I have returned to this age with my 2 sons. They have, as of yet, traveled rarely with me, and they are understandably excited to be here. They have grown considerably since Everdunes, and it is already obvious to me that they will be a great help this time, instead of the nuisance they have been in the past. All 3 of us, along with 4 of the healthier survivors, began construction today. We are building upon the old city's ruins, which will provide a perfect foundation for our fortress. My sons have been spending much of their spare time on the South Island, where most of my materials are stored. I'm very pleased with their intelligence and their creativity. It is refreshing to see as they work on some small projects of their own. It has been over 4 months now, and construction is going well. My sons love the world except for its gray sky. They detest the gray sky and tell me many times they wish the sky here were like the blue sky in MYST. The old man I first talked to tells me that the enemy is due in 4 months. I feel we will be ready when the time comes. The man reminds me of Emmett in many ways, and I often wonder how Emmett and his people are doing. We'll learn more about Emmett here in a bit. It has been 6 months of work, and we have finally finished the fortress. It rests between the 3 hills, which are now only islands due to a rising water level that the people experienced after the attack. Inside the fortress, I have designed a most intriguing device. It makes use of a technology called holography I began experimenting with on my visits to Aspamere. It'll be working in a couple of days after I compensate for some small miscalculations. This holographic device will enable the survivors to learn to use the fortress. The enemy is due to come soon, and I trust the fortress will provide sufficient protection for all of us. Wait a second, he's able to mold the track? That's kind of weird. Or maybe the track rotates. No, that wouldn't make... Actually, it can make sense if he's done it a certain way. Well, either way. The enemy is due to come soon, and I trust the fortress will provide sufficient protection for all of us. So this is the entrance island. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. He probably rotates it. Yeah. This is like a really nice drawing. I like this drawing a lot. The black ships have come. Their attack was substantial, the weapons have been stopped, and it appears they have turned away in defeat. I could not help but smile as I watched the boats leave, the insignia of black ships. I feel like they put this in here as if it was going to be important later on, but then they didn't make it important at all, so, you know. Last night we had a small celebration, and the old survivors danced their dances of old. My sons did not understand why the sky had not turned back to its original blue. The old man told them that the storms would never end until the enemy was destroyed. I assured my sons that a blue sky was not worth the risk of death, and they seemed to hear me. I have had a healthy adventure and have begun work on a new book. Once again, I must leave a familiar age in search of a new universe I have begun. But first, I will have an extended time with Catherine, whom I miss very much. I must also return to the people of the Tide. I believe in my travels I have found a substance that will ease the pain of their bone ailments that they have long endured. I hope to return to Mechanical Age one day and find the population growing and my fortress still strong. Though the sky may always be black, I'm confident the people here feel a heavier darkness has been lifted from their shoulders. Alright, now we're going to head over, that's a wall, to Mechanical. Also, in this version, instead of it saying Tiana, it now says, in English, it now says Tiana and Dunny. And I like that a lot. actually really quickly. Hold on. I noticed the skies are now blue. Or a slight blue. I guess they're technically still a bit gray, but either way. I think this is one of the coolest areas in MYST. Or this new version of MYST. It's just very nice. This is Akinar's room. Or no, yes, this is Akinar's room. Yeah, and he's obviously done some stuff. And this is the simulation that he was talking about. This is power and this is turn. So we can turn power up, which releases it. And then we can change the slope to accompany for it. We can keep turning. Like that. Pretty easy. I'm gonna head over to the next room, which is this way. Here we have a model rocket ship, a model boat, a model clock tower, and these things which have eluded people for years. And a painting of somewhere. We can look into the spyglass and see that there's nothing there. It's just open ocean. We also have a little bird. And this is Sirius's room. We have some classical artwork that I don't really feel like Sirius should have, but he does. Go in here. You can find that Sirius has a similar cache to Akinar. Sirius, your greed sickens me. Your desire for wealth and plunder is never satisfied. I will instruct my subjects not to pay your new tax, and you know they'll listen to me. Regards, Akinar. So that's actually, I think, something new that wasn't in the original MYST. They added that recently. So now we can head in here, but we can't open this. And the reason why is because we have to do this. Yeah, I messed it up. Turning it into a staircase. And now we need to there we go. Now the elevator's open. It's like a garage door. So we want to go up. And then we want to click the middle button. And hop out of the elevator. We then have power, or gear control, and we now unlocked it. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, stop, and off. And now at the first island off to the side of the origin island, where we have some symbols on a pedestal. We don't need them because I already took a photo of them, so we can leave them there. We're now going to return to the central area and head back up. Turn the power back on. 1, 2, 3. Off. Off power. And go back down. And it's interesting, I don't know if this is in the main game, but when you hit a different cardinal direction, the game actually plays a noise for the respective cardinal direction. That's something that you only hear in Seletic in the main game, I'm pretty sure, how we passed it. Well, technically I already have the other island's code, which is this one. So we can just move back to the original area. We don't actually have to continue on. Release. 1, 2, off. It's just a tin can. What's a good mechanical noise? Bobby hitting a tin can. What? Also, I like these steampunk light bulbs. Not really steampunk, I know that they're technically like minor lamps. But they look steampunk. And then they're nice and cool. I gotta rub my eye. Just a minute. Okay. So, now we're gonna head over here and input the values of the code that we got from both islands. Both islands! And we see that the code is elevator, geometry dash, rising sun, and half moon. So we need elevator, geometry dash. Rising sun, and half moon. There we go. There we go. We can go. No. Don't. We're also going to pick up one of the pages, and we'll have to come back and get the other page. And then that'll be it for today. We're gonna do an age a day. Can I get multiple? Well, I want to check if I can get multiple. If I can get multiple. It's not there, it's over here. Because if I can have multiple, that's a little better. I can! See, in the original game, you can only have one, so you have to go back and forth. That is very useful, in my opinion. Dun, 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 dun. And we're actually not going to put the pages back. We're going to do that next episode. So thank you guys on YouTube for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to head over to Twitch and follow us here. Also check out the link on the Discord on the banner. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye!